Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 9 of Civilization 5 as France. We're trying to get that cultural win. I'm not too sure how easy it's going to be. I was planning for a while on going to war with Ethiopia. I still am. They do have a third city now, but I do think they're quite weak. However, I don't want to end up just sort of throwing myself at their walls and wasting a lot of production and time if I'm not going to be able to beat them. So I'm waiting until I've got a significant technology and force advantage, and hopefully we can take them by surprise. They do have quite a lot of very nice things in their capital that we could nick. We can now have crossbowmen as well as building ironworks. That's going to be good for us. One thing that I will do, because we do have some money in the bank, is I should go through certainly at least to all of my bowmen and upgrade them to crossbowmen, because first of all it means that I've got better units, and secondly it does help to discourage the AI from attacking me because it looks like I'm stronger than I was on the previous turn. Golden is finished in Orleans. What do we want to build over here? I guess we should probably start going for things like the market and getting some more cash coming in. We could buy a unit or building. We've got 200 and something faith now. I think we're going to save up. What are we going to start saving for though? Do we want missionaries? We'd like to start buying cathedrals if we can. Let's auto purchase a few cathedrals where we can, because that'll be nice for us. There we. Oh, we've actually managed to get some extra production there for Paris. We don't need open borders with you. It's 11 turns left on the Sistine Chapel then. Forbidden Palace, that's fine. Not building that. I'd have been upset if that was the Sistine Chapel. So you guys can move into this forest and you'll do that. You can go back over here and continue working on the road. And we'll just move 1, 2, 3 straight across there, across the river. Caravan, you can carry on going to Ur. Hopefully we'll get enough production over here. We should be okay. What have we got? Oh yeah, you guys woke up because I upgraded you, so we'll have the same issue over there. And that chateau's coming along nicely. That will be our first chateau once it's up and running. Yep, we don't want open borders. Please get the hint. Always weird when it tries to put that chateau texture on the uneven hill. Angkor Wat, which is a bit annoying. Would have liked to have got that one, but this is the problem. You can't expect to build every wonder, certainly in the harder difficulties. If you can actually manage to build... I would say if you're playing above Prince, definitely above King, if you can manage to get any wonders, you're doing well. Let's chop another forest here. I guess we could chop all of these forests. I mean, yes, building lumber mills would be nice, technically. But they're going to be very, very good for farms because they're on a river. And later on, if we start building hydro plants, we'll get production from them anyway. It doesn't help us now, but the best way for us to get immediate production is chopping the forest. It'll take twice as long to build a lumber mill, and that'll only give us 1 production per turn. So we'd need 20 turns worth of the lumber mill to even break even. So hopefully just chopping these forests will be enough. Automatic faith purchase. We've got a cathedral in Orleans. Very nice. Not an awful lot we can do on that turn, so we will just go ahead and skip straight to the next. Still in positive happiness, making money. Got some science. We've got some little bit of tourism. Okay, you're attacking Ormus. Assyria is very, very hostile towards city-states. We've got an enemy near. We've discovered metal casting. So, first of all, this one. Oh, right. Where have you guys suddenly appeared from? It's a very weak unit. Where did you spawn? Let's go ahead and just move our... well, actually, no. Let's leave these guys in the city for now, because they're going to have to move closer if they want to do anything, so you can just stay there. Not too sure where they spawned, to be honest. We've finished the market here. There's quite a few nice things that we could get. Getting the stable could be useful. Do we want the forge? We're not going to be building a lot of units here. Workshops are always good. And it's a good production city. I think we'll work on the stable, though, for now. I also think in Paris, we've got 6 turns left. If we were to purchase, and assuming we can afford, a workshop, let's go ahead and do that. We've got it down to 5 turns. We've just shaved another turn off. That's good. We've finished the market down here. We can't really build any useful ships. We've literally just got triremes, which are terrible. I guess we could build a workboat and go and get that fish. That'd make a lot of sense. You guys are still building the road. So let's carry on working across here. Hopefully we will spread to those spices. There we go. Chateau's finished. So a couple of production. That's from the hill. And then 2 culture and 1 gold. And once we research the appropriate tech, which I can't remember what the appropriate tech is now. Let's just have a look. Where are we? Civilizations and leaders. France. Chateau. Oh, flight. So once we get flight, it'll actually give us 3 culture and 3 gold, and that'll be a really nice tile. You guys might as well come over here then and start on another mine. Now then, Ethiopia have actually spread next to this fish tile, which means they could potentially get that tile next. I can't afford to buy the tile though, so we're just going to have to hope and pray that I get enough money to purchase out to it before they grab it, because I'd like to have that for the food if possible. We have just cleared a forest and got some more production for Paris. Paris is also about to grow as well, so hopefully we'll get even more production in Paris. Most progressive people. Oh, great work. So how does or is that the number of wonders? No, social policies. It's social policies. Wow, he's way ahead. We're at the bottom. We have... the weird thing is I have less culture than anybody else because I have the fewest social policies. You're going to go ahead and build the mine there. We've got those barbarians. I thought they would come closer. Yes, it has pillaged the farm, which is very, very annoying. But at the same time, they are that easy to kill. There was the wheat farm as well. We're not growing over here anymore. We really do need an extra worker. We'll put the worker out after the stable. These guys are definitely going to finish the road at this point. Do we want to go ahead and chop this down? It wouldn't necessarily speed things up any, because it would take it'd take 1 turn to move into the forest, 3 turns to chop it down. By then we'll have completed or lost the Sistine Chapel. So let's go over here and build a chateau based on the fact that we know that we are a little bit behind in terms of definitely in terms of culture. So you guys should be fine. And then yeah, we'll have to build another farm or 2 around here, because we are stagnating now. That was definitely providing the vast majority of the food for this city. But there's still quite a lot of river tiles that we will get. Well, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 river tiles that we could build farms on, so that's not terrible. Right, then you've got... Oh, if only we were at war now and I could just sink that great profit. We have finished the library here. It took some time, but we did it in the end. Getting the circus would be useful. We do want to keep the happiness up. At the same time, there's lots of stuff that we'd like to be able to build here. We don't have all that good production at the moment. I guess we could go into the stable, because we do have the sheep. It would take a long time to build that, so let's go for an early granary, because we're not going to get all that much food here, and that'll help the city grow more quickly. We finished the workboat here in Orleans, so we could go ahead and get a workshop, and it's not the worst of ideas. Let's go ahead and hook up the fish. Orleans is turning to be one of our best cities. The only problem is it's on the completely wrong side of the continent to make it worthwhile trying to move ships all the way around to Ethiopia. Otherwise, that's what we would be doing. Yep, let's go ahead and build the chateau there. Hopefully, if we get the Sistine Chapel, which I'm very, very hopeful that we will, then we can put Paris to a slightly more reasonable focus and try and grow the city a little bit. It doesn't have a lot of production here, but we'll have to sort that out as time goes on. Again, another tile here which we could chop down, but it might be better off to make it into a lumber mill. Japan has stolen from me again. Ooh. Right. Demand that he cease spying on me, because that's just getting annoying. It might be Japan that I end up going to war with at this point, and this may just end up being unusual for me, because I normally go for the passive wins. It might end up being a domination victory if enough people annoy me. Globe Theatre. Well, at least it wasn't the Sistine Chapel, but it's still possible that might happen. Maybe it was a mistake playing Paris. Maybe I'm going to be too focused on chasing wonders. It's quite possible that that's what is going to happen. But let's continue building these roads and get Lyon connected up. It's only going to be one turn away from building a stable. We'll be able to go and get the wheat done. Not sure if I want another worker. I probably do. I can certainly afford the maintenance for one, although it's always nice to earn more money if you can. But we've got quite a lot of tiles that we need to upgrade. We are sort of spreading quite quickly. Erwent's Voltology. Where is her? They're obviously fairly close because Sistine Chapel, we got it, fantastic. And after all that, we can't steal from Ethiopia. Wonderful. So, what we're going to do is we are going to move you, and you're just going to be a counter spy in... Now, Paris or Orleans, that's the point. Which one do we put them in? I mean, Orleans is by far our biggest city, but I think the AI tends to spy on your capital, so we'll put you in there. Lyon has finished the stable. You're going to go ahead and get out another worker. I think we really need one. Paris has finished the Sistine Chapel. We should probably go ahead and get the Artists Guild. Of course, we should also get the Opera House as well, and the Mint, and the Temple, and the Market, and the University. Let's go ahead and get the University, because we do want the science. And I did just realise there that I forgot to put Paris onto default focus. I'll do that at the end of this turn. I mean, obviously, we do want to get all of our buildings as quickly as possible, but at the same time, it's more important to do it with a wonder than anything else. So if we go into Paris here, and we'll just put you on default focus, and then we shouldn't have so many unemployed citizens. We can put a specialist in the workshop. Might get a great engineer a little bit faster doing that. Finish that workshop down here in Orleans. That was very, very fast. Now, we don't have to have all of our guilds in the same place. So we could build our Musicians Guild elsewhere, and Orleans doesn't really have a lot else it can do right now. I guess grabbing some things like a forge, well, not necessarily the forge, amphitheatre is probably worth getting here. Let's go ahead and do that. We might need lots of museums later on. So we'll go ahead and grab a few amphitheatres where we can. Declaration of Friendship has expired with Austria. I could renew it, but I don't really need it, so I'm not bothered too much about that. 1, 2, 3. We will actually spread to that fish tile, so we will have another fish tile here to work, which is quite nice. Coca and citrus to Hiawatha. It'd be nice if we could keep that going, because now we're only at 1 happiness. You have... Oh, you don't want citrus anymore. Well, I still want the coca. I'm not giving you silver, but you still value iron. What about if I give you that and 5 iron and 1 gold per turn? 5 iron and 2 gold per turn. 3 gold per turn? Okay, now you're just being greedy. 4 gold per turn and the iron. Do you even value the iron, is the question. No, you don't value the iron at all. Okay. Coca for 7 gold per turn. No. Wow. Okay. Well, go screw yourself then. Let me just turn my keyboard lights on. It's getting dark and I can't see what keys I'm hitting. You guys have finished that section of road. You've got 1 more to do and then we are all connected up. We've finished that mine. Let's go ahead and do this one. Of course, this one's easily pillageable, but yeah, they have spread to that fish tile. A little bit annoying, but there wasn't really much I could do. I hadn't kept my eye on it, sadly. I did have enough money a few turns ago I could have bought it, but it's not the end of the world. I don't mind that too much. And of course, it will be our city at some point anyway. You want to buy citrus from me. Well, I do have the spare citrus. How much would you be willing to give me? No? Would you be willing to give me 7 gold per turn? Yes, you would. Okay, that's fine. At least we can use that gold to buy luxuries from somewhere else. Himeji Castle's been bought. Do we want friendship with Austria? I'm going to say no because there's no benefit to having a declaration of friendship with them at the minute. And if somebody else dislikes them, then it'll give us a negative reputation or a negative penalty with them. So we'll avoid that for the time being. Hopefully we'll be able to win the World's Fair. That's quite possible. Troyes is growing now, which is nice. Mombasa has a new ally. You guys are going to construct a mine. I'm going to get as much production here as possible. Build the road. On to the next turn. You want... Now, this is interesting. Russia wants to go to war with Ethiopia. Now, I'd like to do it, but there's no point me saying yes right now because I'm just not in a position to. The other problem is as well, is Russia's the other side of me, and I don't really know how much Russia would actually try and attack him. I don't know how much pressure she would put on him, and also I don't want her to end up taking the capital, because I want it for myself. However, if she can severely weaken him, and I can sort of run in and ninja a city from underneath them, that's not too much of a bad thing. If I was to try, for example, to trade with you, to declare war on Ethiopia, that's not terrible. Could I, however, while we're thinking about this, could I get you to go to war with Japan? Because he's been a bit of a pain in the backside. You would. For 25 flat gold and some resources. How about 25 flat gold and 5 gold per turn? Are you putting the price up? It's because I won't give you that resource. How about that then? How about I give you 10 gold per turn? 11? Yes, okay, that's not too bad of a deal. I mean, Japan's not my biggest problem. They are quite far apart. I don't know how much damage they're going to do to each other, but if it keeps Russia busy for a little bit, then that is good. Let's go ahead and... There's nothing else I can build here, really, that'll give me any additional happiness, which is a little bit problematic. We could go ahead and get that opera house. I might go and get the Musicians Guild here. I mean, this is our highest population city right now, and it does have a few tiles that aren't all that useful, so it might well be worth getting some of my guilds down there. That's not going to be a bad thing. You finish the worker. Getting a workshop would probably be a good idea for you. So let's go ahead and do that. That worker can come down here and finish repairing that wheat tile. We've got the chateau. We should be able to go and build a chateau over here as well, which we probably will. So let's go ahead and do that. On to the next turn. We should be able to get some chateaus around here, because citrus is a luxury resource. No, don't want open borders with you. Now remember, chateaus can't be placed next to each other, but have to be placed next to a luxury resource. So the maximum number of chateaus you can have around one luxury resource is 3. Which for me, because obviously I don't want to put the chateau on the hill and replace the sheep, would technically be this tile, and this tile. Now I don't really want to replace the good farm either, so I might have to put it down on this one. We'll see how that goes. The cathedral has been purchased, very nice. Another turn where we can't really do an awful lot, so we'll just carry on and go on to the next turn. What needs the orders now? You guys, you're just doing some repair work there. Let's go on to the next turn. 8 turns away from the voting in the World Congress. You see, he still wants open borders. I really wish they'd implement like they have done with the Declaration of Friendship, where if you offer someone a Declaration of Friendship and they decline it, then so many turns has to pass before you can propose it again. I mean, it's fair enough if they ask me for open borders and I say no, and then on the next turn I could go to them and say, well, okay, do you want open borders? But if they ask me and I say no, there should be a limit to the length of time that has to pass before they can ask again, or you should be able to set it. Need a new automatic faith promotion, purchase even, because we have all the cathedrals we can have. Let's get some mosques where we can, where we have somebody else's religion. We've got the city connection established now between Paris, very good, which means this worker has now served his purpose. Let's get you up here and we'll build another chateau while we can. That's actually the warrior that I've just moved, not the worker, which was a little bit silly. Let's get you moved up there. Change production, Paris. What are we going to build here now? Let's go ahead and get so many nice things. Market in the mint. We could also get the granary. There's so much stuff we need to build here. We do have a university here, so we're actually getting science from the jungles, which means I probably don't want to actually get rid of the jungles, and that is now really sort of got me stumped. let's go ahead and build another farm or two, because we definitely still need some more food in Paris. We're not growing all that quickly. We still have quite a lot of stuff that we need to build in Paris. We certainly need to get a lot more tourism. So we are going to have to try and get all of our... friendship with Japan. No. We do need to try and get all of our guilds online as quick as possible so we can start working on these great people. I really, really want to take Ethiopia's capital. I think being able to take that from Ethiopia would make such a massive difference. Is that Japan at war with the city-state? Or is that city-state allied with... It's Kaisel, isn't it? I bet Kaisel are allied with Russia, aren't they? Yeah, that's why they're attacking each other. They want a road. Yeah, it's probably not worth my time, really. That's the warrior. We can actually upgrade you, so we might as well. I think we've got a couple more warriors around. Yep, let's upgrade all the warriors we can to swordsmen. We have the iron, just about. You are going to build a chateau there. Why not? You've repaired that nicely. Let's go ahead and get... Well, that doesn't need to be a farm. That is Grasslands River. Let's go ahead and get a farm up there. That'll be a really nice tile for a farm. And on to the next turn. I think we've got... So we are just over time, actually. So we'll just see how this turn resolves. Japan only just entered the Renaissance era. We've still got Hiawatha as the runaway leader on score. May not be so runaway once we take Ethiopia. Now, Ethiopia are going to start getting stronger. The longer we leave it, the stronger they're going to get. We have discovered printing press, which is nice. We can build zoos now, so that'll help with the happiness issues. But we have gone over time, so we are going to call that an end to the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.